All right, Lance Mechanics here today, and I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while. There's a lot of YouTube videos going around saying why I quit automotive. I had a big one too. It blew up. It went viral. There should be another question is why aren't more techs quitting? And that is a very, very complicated subject that I want to touch on base on today. And honestly, I would have quit a lot sooner if I didn't see these signs and these issues. For the general public who don't know, to make it in the automotive industry, you're basically beat up, you're battered, you're worn down, you're hurt. It's a tough industry, extremely tough industry, and it takes a big toll on you. So let's talk about a big one here. To get through being a mechanic, generally from apprentice to license, you're probably about 30 grand in tools. And for people who, to me, it doesn't seem like a lot because I've spent it. It's part of me now. It's a lot to the general public to reach 30 grand of tools at the pay of what a mechanic makes and how little they make starting off. Imagine every year you go on a vacation. So now imagine a technician, they don't go on vacation and now they pay for 2 vacations per year that they don't go on. That's basically your toolbox. We live on ends meet. I know it sounds crazy, like it does get better, but it's not great. You're constantly struggling to make hours in the week and you're always wondering about your pay. So it's very, very stressful. And the tools really, really hurts the mechanic. The other thing is, and this is huge, very huge, in the day of the modern business plan or whatever, most dealers are owned by one person in a city. So if a mechanic gets into a dealership and they're stressed, they're sick of their job, they want to get out, there's nowhere for them to go. The only place they can go is private garages, and a lot of private garages just aren't run well enough to pay a technician what he needs to be or what he's worth. They do exist, they are out there, but there's not enough of them to support the amount of mechanics who are left in the industry and want to quit. And they're like, hey Lance, there's a mechanic shortage. Yes, there is a mechanic shortage. It's all around us, but there's still so many of us left that if we all left the dealerships, there'd be nowhere for us to work other than our backyards. And there's still nobody coming into the industry. This is a whole other video for itself. So mechanics' hand is tied if they work at a dealership because they got nowhere to go. So that's a huge stress on them every day. On top of, are they going to make enough hours? Can they pay their bills? What do you do when the industry you're in is owned by one person? You can't do anything. You're absolutely screwed. And as a customer too, you don't realize how screwed you are. You buy a car, they don't care what car you buy, because if you buy it from one of their dealerships, they're going to win. So they buy all the dealerships. So same with the owners there. Do they really care about the mechanics? No, because they have all the dealerships. So the mechanics apply to one, they'll just shuffle them around, do whatever they need to do. And an interesting thing today, I saw a post from my old dealership. Since I left, I swear the turnover rate's been 25 or 75%. And all the people I seen in the photo were young, very young. I don't think I seen 3 people over 30 now. So people like me who left, a few others left there. It's kind of a brain drain on the industry there. We have nothing but young, eager apprentices. Good for them. They want to come in. They're gung-ho. They got a job at the dealership. They're in way lower pay than we were. They're going to have a tougher time. And then it's going to take them many, many years to realize what it took us many, many years to realize. And they're going to be in the same situation. They're not going to want to quit. They were going to want to quit. I'm pretty sure every mechanic wants to quit. It's a really horrible industry, but they can't. Their hands are tied. They're cuffed. There's nowhere for them to go. And things aren't looking good. So what do you do? What do you do? And another thing is, between the debt, the places to work, is mechanics are some of the most beat up people on the planet. Our bodies are destroyed. They talk about carpenters and floors and how they have knee problems and shoulders and back problems. We got all those. They talk about, here's another one. All brake pads still contain asbestos and it hasn't been dealt with. Years ago, they said, we can't manufacture brake pads in North America with asbestos. Well, they're manufactured over across seas and they're shipped here, and we're still being exposed to dangerous amounts of asbestos, and nobody talks about it. I always wore respirators in the shop. And another thing, if you're a mechanic and you go home and you have a headache at night, put a respirator on during the day. It'll change your life. I don't know what to tell you. That's another thing. Working conditions are absolute garbage for a technician. You're in a hot shop. You got cars coming around. Here in Canada, let's put it this way. I've never worked in a garage with air conditioning in my life. I would never go back to a garage now that doesn't have AC because it's just not worth it. Being fatigued from the heat and going home burnt at the end of the day is not worth it. And the same thing for cold. There was 3 days where our garage door failed and it was minus 45 out. It just had to be the coldest time of the year for us. And instead of shutting the shop down or anything, they had the doors open. They said, oh, just wear clothes and get warm. I don't know about you, but I can work on cold cars. They come in, they're cold. It is what it is. But now that I'm working in cold air on top of cold cars, holy cow, that was the worst experience I've ever had in the dealership with temperature-wise. And they didn't really care. They just kept saying, hey, keep working, because we're flat rate. We need to work. And it's crazy. And same thing in the winter. Like I said, they will not turn the heat up. It costs too much. It's just crazy. So between us, the shop conditions and beating our bodies up, like, holy cow, like, why do it's horrible. There's so much going on. And imagine going that pay, cost of tools, stress and knowing you got nowhere to go. You're beating your body up. You're slowly dying. Why would you stay in the industry? And those are reasons, like some big reasons. And sorry for the stop and go. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts here, but let's look at a positive here. Us as mechanics, you can go anywhere. And I know this is hard to say because it took me a good year and a half to get everything lined up for me to move. And I did a big move and it was a positive move. And technicians, man, you guys are smart. We're all smart. Mechanics, whatever you want to call us. You have the skills to go anywhere in life. And automotive is just a stepping stone. Think of it like that. This is just this first start of your career. You can go anywhere. You just have to take that leap. The pay might be a little bit shorter at first, but once you get over that hump, it's going to go through the roof and you have so much stress. I am positive 50% of mechanics want to quit and they just need that little push. So just think about what you want in life and the lifestyle you want. And if automotive can't provide it, you need a change, man. Time to get a change. So I hope the best for you. And sorry for this little rant. This video is going on, but I thought, like, there's so many videos on YouTube of why mechanics are quitting. And the question should be, why aren't the other ones quitting? And there's many reasons. And watch the comments. You're going to see more and more reasons from other techs. So yeah, this is Lance Mechanics. Have a great day.